Let's propagate a pothos. So you're gonna need some materials, some scissors, a shovel, some water, pot, and some potting mix. So first, you're gonna take your plant and you're gonna look for these nodes along the stems of the pothos. They'll come up as little bumps like these. They might have leaves next to them. Yeah, like this. Right over here, you can see another stem coming out. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna cut along the stem as close as you can to the node, left and right of them. And you'll wanna aim for ones with leaves on them. So over here, I'm gonna cut this, since there's no leaves. So this leaf actually has a bend to it. I'm gonna give it a couple more nodes just so that it has a better opportunity for rooting. And the rest of them I'm just gonna cut normally. And then I'll cut off any excess stems. So we're gonna take a cup of water. I'm using a mason jar, and I'm just gonna submerge the stems of these, making sure that the nodes are completely covered in water. I'm using the other leaves to keep them in. And you wanna make sure that the leaves are exposed, they can get sunlight. So you're gonna take this and place it by a window for 2 to 3 weeks. This is actually a combination of the Jade and Pearl as well as the Silver Pothos, so it's kind of jumbled up. As you see, we have some root for these guys on some of the nodes. This one is kind of like didn't make it, so you're not always gonna have success every time you do it, so it's always a great idea to do multiples. And put that on side. So we're gonna get our pot and then our potting mix. You want to cover your pot a little bit more than halfway. There you go. And then I usually try to poke some small holes into them so that it's easier to place the roots in. So I'm going to do these Jade and Pearl first. Oops. Jade and Pearl first. Make sure that the roots are completely covered. You don't have to separate them by variety. You can actually do a mix and match of different leaves, but I just personally like to separate them. Just cover it with some more soil. Now we're going to do the silver ones. The roots on these are pretty long, so you want to make sure that they're completely covered by the soil. I really like having cuttings that are of different heights, just because I think it gives the plant more dynamic and a little bit more dramatic flair. Cover it up with some more soil. And that's it. And just make sure to water them and leave them near some light.